Good afternoon, my name is Tom Murray. I'm a fly fishing associate at Outdoor World, Bass Pro Shops in Savannah, Georgia. The thing I am interested in most is fly fishing. It's very, very different than other types of fishing most of us are accustomed to. It's by far the oldest in terms of artificial lures. It was done during Roman times. The very first person to write about how to fly fish or make fly fishing equipment was a lady. She published her story about 4 years after Columbus discovered America. Up until about the 1600s, there was no reels on fly rods, spinning or any kind. Once reels were invented, fly lines began to get longer, casting began to be very important. Up till then, it was just kind of a single swing out or dapping like you do if you were going after brim. The handle, the stripping eyes, snake eyes, curlicue pieces of metal, and the name they give for this very, very thing at the end here is kind of wild, very imaginative. It's called the tip top. These can all be replaced. You can buy kits or do it yourself or have someone do it for you. On the handle, it'll tell you that this is a 9-weight, 9-foot, 4-piece rod. That means that the weight of the fly line is a 9-weight line. The weight of that first 30 feet is about 3/4 of an ounce. That's kind of light. The 9-foot tells you the length of the rod, and the 4-piece tells you how many pieces the rod comes into. Now, most of the rods today people have are 2-piece rods. I have developed a real fondness for 3-piece or more rods because I have a small car, and I have chopped the top off too many fly rods. Now, fly reels are very interesting because they come apart. And if you'll notice, in here there's a drag. There's an adjustable on this side. And you'll see this coarse collar pin and this square-looking nut. The nut's actually a one-way gear. So if it turns out that the person using it is left-handed for casting, they would reel in this way. A person who is right-handed would reel in this way. To switch the reel from one side to the other, you'd simply push this collar pin off, pick up this nut, which is a one-way gear, turn it over, drop it back down, and the reel would then function in the other direction. This particular reel is made out of metal. It's a metal reel. It's molded. Costs about $35. This is also a molded reel. It has a larger arbor. The benefit of a larger arbor is you have fewer turns to bring it in. This one is about $40. The reason reels get more expensive than this has to do with the materials involved. These reels are molded. Other reels are made out of aircraft quality aluminum. They start off as aluminum blocks and then have to be machined down. So these will start at $100 and go up. The most expensive reel we have for fly fishing here in the store is about $650. I've seen them on the internet that are over $3,000. Let's see. When you put fly line on a reel, fly lines vary between 30 yards and 140 yards. It's kind of short. So what we do is we put on backing. Backing is a Dacron. About this one happens to be 200. This is about 200 yards. We put about 100 yards of this on. Then you tie your fly line onto that, and on top of that, then you tie your leader. At the end of the leader, you tie your fly. The reason for the backing is in case you tie into a big fish and it runs away from you, you have still connected to it.